PlayStation 4 original board. I'll show you what's going on. This is just going to be a soldering only repair. Alright. We have one pulled trace, and it is a signal trace, so we do have to run a jumper there. And we got to do some cleanup here. Looks like most of the pins have been let onto the pad, so kind of a blessing and a curse. But we have to do some serious cleanup. So we're going to do cleanup. We're going to run the jumper, secure it down, and then we'll put a new port on. That is the job today. While I'm getting my equipment set up, I will throw my expected temperatures up. We will probably use every iron today on this particular job. Okay, switch it back to microscope. First thing I'm going to try to do is get these remaining pins off our pads. We can suck them up into our iron. And some solder. Okay. May have to end up putting a low melt in those anchor points, but I'm not certain of that yet. We will see how this goes. I know the shop that normally pulls these, and this was damaged prior to them pulling it, but I know the shop that normally pulls these uses low melt like I do, so. Again, we still have some unleaded in there. We may have to flood these holes a little bit. They're kind of mangled too. It could just be that they're mangled. Let's clean it off and have a look. We may try with the port and see how it's going to sit. Of course. We're going to need more attention. See if we can get these cleaned out properly. We'll put some low melt in. Alright, get it cleaned off real good. Now let's give it a shot with the wicking. See if we can get those cleaned out a little bit better. Can't say I'm overly impressed in that one. No. Bring a Pico pencil and see if we can't do a little bit of carving here. It's not going to get the job done. Try the micro pencil. I may have to go hot air to get the remainder of that. All right. Let's grab a smaller wick and they'll fit in the holes. Nope, let's get a small. Really small goot wick. First time I've used goot wick in a while. Just clean off this old flux. I'm just not burning it onto the board. And apply some new, and then we'll have to use the hot air method to get in down in those holes. And the least favorite method, but sometimes necessary. Okay. kind of unconventional, but sometimes you have to use the unconventional to get them out cleaned up. Cool, let this cool down for a minute. Alright, do some prep for this jumper. After that, we're going to do some scraping. A little bit of one way to secure it down. Okay. We'll have to conformal coat that little bit we carved off the other trace on accident. But we'll just have to be careful we don't bridge them together. In the process of doing the jumper. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and tin all these pads just so I don't have to do it later. Trying to be mindful of you guys and girls. Alright. Okay, I'll probably bring my other lamp over so I don't have all the glare when I'm trying to run the jumper. Okay. Back on our ring lights. Yep, I'm doing this in a way that is going to be wonderfully painted. And for expedience's sake, we'll grab the 120 watt. It'll make quick work of tinning this stuff. Just scraping off the, what we're doing is scraping off the enamel really. More than tinning. Flux. Up a little bit more on that wire so we can get it in place. Okay. To do some routing. Okay. I would like to. I think we'll leave that. I think it's probably secure enough. Grab our knife and we want plenty to secure it on the other side as well. Okay, good. Okay. I'm going to lose the second light. Don't need it at the moment. Probably won't need it for the rest of the job, I hope. I'm going to clean off. It'll be gentle, but if it doesn't survive the cleaning process, it wasn't on there good enough to begin with. Generally speaking. Now, let's grab our solder mask. This gas geared down. I am going to bring my UV lamp over and just let it sit and cure for a certain amount of time. Enough time for me to just go take a break, get a snack, and we'll be back as soon as that's had some time. Okay, as you can see, we are rock solid, but the true test is we're going to have to do a little bit more pre-tinning on this jumper. I'd like it to be a little more tinned. For this, we'll be using the micro pencil. There we go. Perfect. And still solid. Very good. All right. Well, let's flux up the rest of this. And we're going to flow the port into place. That's the plan. There. Should fit in there nicely now. A little off to the side, but hopefully we'll be able to maneuver it once we get everything flowing here. Do this just like we do a Nintendo Switch. Rapid air movement. So we don't burn anything. We're going to let the board accumulate the heat necessary to flow the port into place. I'm seeing a small problem there. Have a slightly bent pin. I'm going to straighten out just a tad. Okay. Just don't need that being problematic. Get our heat back on. With it being leaded solder, it shouldn't take too long, as long as we don't hit things. There we go, we were able to get it aligned a little bit better. Yep. Knock it right out of alignment. Okay, press her down, hold her down. No plastic melting, that's good. Okay, take a look, see how we did. Looks like every pin is making connection. Very good. We're going to do the anchors because it's just being held on by the pins at the moment. Don't really want to do any more work on those until we get this anchored down. So. Alright, grab a longer anchor solder if you can. Alright, let's get this guy soldered up. Alright, now we'll get in here and do these pins. And for that we'll use a Pico pencil for that. Sorry if that's a little too close for you guys, but try. I'm going to do all the pad ones first. Don't quite want this big a bead on there while I'm working on the jumper. And we had our bridge that we didn't want. Okay, it is what it is. Just get out the solder in the way. Appears to be connected to me. I'll get a better look after we're done cleaning, but we got to get this bridge out of here. we actually got it out of there. It's just climbed up the pins. No, it seems like we got it. Pretty good. And we'll go up and touch those a little bit more. Ground ones can be a little bit of a grunt. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take this off screen and clean it up, and then we'll come back and inspect and see how we did on that jumper. Okay, we're back. Let's switch it back to microscope. And we'll take a final gander on all of our work here. Primarily looking at that jumper. It is nice and connected, but we will perform I may go ahead and perform a test just to make sure. We'll have to scrape off a little bit of conformal coating, but look over the port a little bit. Everything is good. Alright. I do want to make sure it is connected though. So, scrape off just enough. Get a pro tip, small pro tip in there. Should be about enough. Okay. Maybe. There we go. And we have continuity. So, should be good to go. I don't know if you could see where we were testing. It's a little off the mat here. So, tested from that pin to that via that I just made a little notch in. And everything is good to go. So, okay, that's going to be it for this repair. In summary, we just had a damaged port damaged by a customer. My client pulled the port off and saw that there was trace repair, so he called me. So we had to repair one trace and put a new port on. That's really all there was to this job. So if you have any questions about the equipment I used in this video, take a look in the description below. Should all be linked down there. If you like this video, do me a favor and hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and notification bell, and you'll see whenever I post videos, which is usually about twice a week at this point. If you have any questions, please post them down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them, and if I can't, I'll do my best to direct you somewhere that can. And that's really all I have to ask of you. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.